Hi everyone, so it's the beginning of July 2022 and I just thought I would pop on and let you all know what's going on in my Stampin' Up business shop this month. If you're already a Stampin' Up customer, you'll know that we have our annual catalogue. This is mine here and it's like 180 pages of crafting supplies that you can buy through my online Stampin' Up shop at www.applelover53.stampinup.net, or you can just go to my applelover53.co.uk website and click on the shop tab and follow the link to my Stampin' Up shop that way. So we have an annual catalogue. This is the current annual catalogue that launched in May 2022. I've bound mine just to make it easier for the pages to stay open when I'm doing videos and showing products. I've just opened it at a random page here, and this is the Tea Boutique suite, which I've been using a lot, and I've got cards and projects on my YouTube channel and blog. But what I want to talk about today is the 1st of July sees the launch of the mini catalogue. So along with the annual catalogue that runs for a year, we also now from the 1st of July through to the end of December have the mini catalogue. And the mini catalogue is more seasonal product. So, there's all sorts of things in here: Christmas, Halloween, holidays, all kinds of things. You can actually view this catalogue on my website under the Stampin' Up tab. Just go down where it says view catalogues online, or you can request a copy of this from under the shop tab. Again, all on my applelover53.co.uk website. So I don't kind of want to concentrate too much on this catalogue today. It's more about what's happening in addition to this. So you've got the annual catalogue that runs right through to the beginning of May 2023. Then from the 1st of July to the end of December, you've got the mini catalogue. None of the items in this mini catalogue are in the annual catalogue. These are all additional products that you can buy. But during the month of July and August only, for every £45 you spend in my online Stampin' Up shop, and that can be items from the mini catalogue, it can be items from the annual catalogue, it can be a mixture of both, it can be items from the clearance section, which is also on the website. You have the opportunity to earn free product from the celebration brochure. So basically, every £45 you spend in my Stampin' Up online shop, irrespective of what catalogue or clearance rack or anything that you buy your products from, you can choose a free item from this celebration brochure, but only during the months of July and August. Once it gets to the end of July and August, this celebration brochure goes away, and we're just left then with the regular two current catalogues. But it's not always easy to see the items, or to get a good view of the items in the celebration brochure. I've got some of them because as a demonstrator, we've been able to order from this mini catalogue since early June. And that's one of the perks of being a demonstrator. We see the products that are coming out before customers do, and we can pre-order items as well. So I just thought I would give you a quick look at some of the things that are in the free brochure in a bit more detail. So the first page that you'll come to that you can earn free items from is the Hippest Hippo stamp set. So for a £45 order, you can earn this for free. And there's also matching dies. And again, that's available as a separate £45 purchase. So there's lots more elements in the dies than there are with the stamp set. So if you like the dies and you're not bothered about the stamp set, then if you spend £45, you can choose the dies. If you want both, you have to spend £90. You don't have to do it together. You could put £45 order in July and get the stamp set, and put a £45 order in August and get the dies. Obviously subject to them still being available. Because one thing I would say about the celebration brochure, items sell out. So if you actually, love the stamp and the dies, it would be worth you trying to put your £90 order in first to get both. Okay, so I just thought I'd show you them in a bit more detail. So they're red rubber cling stamps. I've put my stickers on mine already. So you've got love you a ton, you're so hip, oh you really are the best, you're always on point, and then you've got the 3 hippos. So that's the hippest hippo stamp set. And then you've got all these dies, and it does show you in the brochure what the dies cut out. So you've got the 3 main hippos, there's a little boat, there's a bathtub, there's a little like life buoy, life ring, there's an umbrella, there's a snorkel, there's glasses, there's hearts, there's a little like mask that goes with his snorkel. There are some like little grasses, some water splashes. This I think is a little rudder that you can put on the boat, or it would be probably fun to put on the bath. There's some tiny little flowers. There's this one here that I thought, when I mentioned it in the last few weeks, was a piece of pizza, and I've heard another demo say she thought it was the same, but I understand it's a party hat, and more little flowers. So lots of elements. There's 19 dies in this set. So that's the hippest hippos that you can earn free. Okay, so that's on pages 4 and 5. And then in the catalogue, there are some samples showing you, what you can make with them. And then I'll just show you a couple of cards that I've made already. So I've made this fold back card using the little hippo with the flower. This is a ScanNCut cutting file that's available in my cutting file shop. And I've also made a waterfall card using the hippos as well. Again, this is the ScanNCut cutting file that's available in my cutting file shop. So that's your first one. Then on the next page, you've got the Rings of Love 12 by 12 designer series paper. And it tells you in this celebration free product brochure that this Rings of Love coordinates with the Ringed with Nature bundle that's available in the new holiday catalogue. And it says it's on page 62. So if you like this suite of product that's available in the new mini catalogue and you want to enhance your product even more, if you bought the bundle, which in this particular case is the stamp set, the embossing folder and the dies, because this is one of our what's called hybrid embossing folders. So not only does the embossing folder emboss, you put the die inside it and it cuts as well. The dies do cut independently without them being in the embossing folder, but they all work together. So for those 3 items, that bundle's £50.25. So that would instantly give you the opportunity to get the designer series paper for free. I'll show you the paper in a bit more detail because, like I say, sometimes it's not always easy to see in the catalogue. So this is the first design. As you can see, I've already been chopping into it, and I love this kind of like all bright, lovely flowers. And the reverse side of this is this, because the majority of our designer series paper is all double-sided. So this is the front side, and this is the back side of this paper. Okay, so that's the first one. This one is lovely with like all the autumnal leaves and acorns. I want to say conkers, but they're not. They're acorns, aren't they? So that's one side, and that's the reverse side. Similar colourway used, but a lot more muted. So that's another one. Then you've got this one with all the birds, and the reverse side of this is this one, which is kind of like a wash effect of blues and greens and whites. Really, really pretty. I like that. If you don't like the birds, you know, I think you'll love this. Like I always say with our designer series paper, you don't necessarily always like both sides, but you generally like at least one. This is another one with all the different kind of houses and trees. So that's one side, and this is the reverse side of it with like all the kind of like mandalas. Then this is another one that's got leaves, and this has got butterflies and mushrooms in it. I like this one as well. And the reverse side of this one is the rings, which I think you'd probably be able to maybe cut some of these rings out with the dies. I'm not 100% certain, but you know, even if they didn't fit exact, I'm sure you'd be able to cut them, you know, the majority of your shape out. So that's the reverse side. And then I seem to have lost my other piece of this paper, so I'm not sure where it is, but this is side one with all like the red poinsettias and the greens and the I'm not sure if that's Mango Melody, like the deep yellow, but that's the other side with all the trees. So that's the paper that you can earn for free. Now, you don't have to buy the Ringed with Nature bundle. you know, you could spend your £45 on something else, on, you know, whatever you want, and just choose the paper. That's entirely up to you. So that's another one. Then the next page, you've got 2 items that you can earn for free. I've not got the stamp set, the stylish sketches. I was unsure whether to get it or not, so I didn't get it. But what I did choose were the pool party and soft seafoam cards and envelopes, which I'll show you. So you get 20 card bases and 20 envelopes in soft seafoam and pool party, and these are absolutely lovely. And we can all use cards and envelopes, can't we? You know, so if you've got them pre-made ready for you, sometimes it's just a little bit quicker than, you know, chopping up your card stock and decorating it and what have you. So you've got the pattern on the flap of the envelope. All the insides have got patterns on them. So that's the soft seafoam. And then you've got the cards, and the cards come in soft seafoam and pool party, pre-scored already. All you've got to do is fold them in half, add a sentiment or a little thing that just says just a note and an envelope, and you've got a pre-made card. Doesn't have to be, you know, time consuming stamping or die cutting. It's entirely up to you. Once you've got the base, you can do as little or as much as you want to. So again, you can see that they're patterned, hopefully, trying to get it so you can see a better view than in the catalogue. But sometimes it's not always, yeah, you can see it there. So you get 20 cards and 20 envelopes. So that's another free product with a £45 spend. Then on the next page, you've got a stamp set. Now this stamp set, you have to spend £90 or more to get. Okay, and it's cumulative. So if you spent £45, you could choose 1 item. If you spent £90, you could choose 2 £45 items or 1 £90 item. You know, and it goes on and on and on. If you spend £180, you can choose multiple items. But then we also have this silver and gold 6x6 kind of speciality designer series paper. Now this is one of the papers that is only single-sided. So you get 2 designs in each. You get stripes and spots in white and gold, and you get stripes and spots in white and silver. Okay, these are all single-sided 6x6 papers, and you get 24 sheets. Then this is another one I've not got. So you've got the tree lot dies, which you can get for a £90 spend, and they coordinate with the Trees for Sale stamp set, which is on page 39 again of the mini catalogue. So that's this here. So if you liked this stamp set and you wanted to enhance it a bit more, you can get the dies to go with it. Then another product which wasn't available when I was doing my order back in June is another £90 spend, but for this one you get the Wonderful World stamp set and the designer series paper 12x12, so I've not got that to show you, but again there are, you know, samples in the celebration brochure. There's a host set available, so if you spend over, I think it's £275, you could choose the free Perfect Pomegranate stamp set. To be honest, it's not my personal favourite, but you know, if you spent that much and you'd got all the other items in the celebration brochure, you could get this one if you wanted to. And then the final thing to let you know about, if you join during celebration, so if you join Stampin' Up, say with me, during the month of July and August, Stampin' Up are giving you the Making Plans Planner Kit. And this is a full kit. It's not just the planner, it's the planner with 18 months worth of diary or planner pages. It's got 3 full-size notebooks with it. It's got stickers with it, and it's got a stamp set. So I'll show you that in more detail, because as demonstrators, we were able to purchase the planner kit in the month of June only. So if you were a pre-existing demonstrator in the month of June 2022, we could purchase this kit, and it was £42 for the whole kit. but Stampin' Up are giving it you free if you join Stampin' Up with me in the month of July and August. That's the only way you can get this kit now, is to join. You know, if you're a planner kind of person, or you wanted to get into planning or diary keeping, because a planner's basically just a diary, isn't it? I mean, I've kept a diary for years because of various business commitments, and obviously more so with Stampin' Up. I have a diary that I divide my pages, and I have like all business information on one side, and then I have a small section on the same side. I'll show you what I mean in a minute, where I have like personal stuff, you know, reminders. But if you've been thinking that you want to get into planning, getting into it initially, buying the actual planner itself and pages and one thing and another, can be quite costly, and probably at least £42, if not more. I've seen some that are a whole lot more than that. So it might be worth you considering joining my Stampin' Up team and buy the starter kit, because you pay £99 for your starter kit, which is only like 50 something pounds more than the planner would cost you if you were thinking about buying a planner in the first place. I hope this is making sense. But you get to choose £130 worth of product of your choice from any of our product line. So for anything from the new mini catalogue, anything from the annual catalogue, anything from the clearance rack, you choose up to £130. You can't go over it in your first order, but you choose up to £130 worth of product. And we don't just sell stamps and paper, you know, we sell tools, we sell cutting, paper trimmer, we sell all blocks, we sell the scoreboard, we sell the Stampin' and Cut emboss machine, you know, like the manual die cutter type machine. So you choose £130 worth of product of your choice and spend £99, and you get free postage and packing. But if you join in July and August, you'll get the planner completely free, and it's worth £42. So if, like I say, if you were thinking about buying a planner anyway, and you had a kind of £50 budget for a planner, for £49 more of a spend, you'll end up with a planner and £130 worth of product. You can buy stamps, you can buy inks, you can buy paper, you can buy tools, cardstock, whatever you want. You just put that in your starter kit. Now, Stampin' Up in your starter kit will give you some business supplies. So they'll give you a pack of catalogues, they'll give you invitation cards. So like if you want to try and do card making classes, or you know, you want to get people to have like a card making party at home, you'll get some business supplies as well. You don't have to use them. You could literally just spend your £99, get all your free product, get your free planner kit, and never buy another thing. However, if you do love the products like we all do, and you want to carry on getting a discount on your products, so long as you maintain your active demo status every quarter, and by that you have to spend a certain amount of money every quarter, you will remain as an active demonstrator, and you get a minimum of 20% discount off anything you buy. So if you joined today and bought the starter kit, once you've got all your starter kit in a week or 10 days time, and you start looking through all these brochures and think, actually, I like that and I like that, and I want to take advantage of celebration, you put an order in and instantly you'll get 20% discount. And for every £45 you spend, you can then start choosing free celebration items as well. You can't put celebration items in a starter kit. You can only put the product that's in any of the catalogues or the clearance rack in a starter kit. Or, like I keep saying, you could just buy your starter kit and never buy another thing. So that's celebration, and just giving you a quick look at some of the free items. It was more to show you the free items up close and personal, rather than showing you a run through of the whole of the mini catalogue. If you want me to go through the mini catalogue page by page, leave a comment under the YouTube video, and I'll, put some time aside to do a run through of the catalogue for you page by page. So now I want to show you the planner quickly. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I just want to show it you. So this is the size of the planner. It's actually quite a big planner. Let me try and tell you how big it is. It's around about 9 3/4 inches tall by just over 8 inches. So about 9 3/4 tall by just over 8 inches. It's magnetised. It's like this faux leather. It's got the lovely pattern on the front that is on my grid paper here. This was, I think, the 30th anniversary pattern. And it just says Stampin' Up on the bottom there, quite, you know, unobtrusive. And then when you open it up, it comes with stickers, so 2 sheets of each of both of these stickers. So you've got flowers, you've got arrows, you've got flags, you've got dots, you've got little dots with presents on and cups and birthday cakes, that kind of thing. Then you've got all this, you know, like events, order on stage in different colours, classes, you know, so if you are going to be doing a class, you can flag that in the page of your diary or planner, appointments, urgents, all that kind of thing. Then it's got tasks, birthdays, life is good, I love lists, love today. I mean, you don't have to be a Stampin' Up demonstrator to use a planner. A planner, like I said, is just a diary. And a lot of us use diaries these days, or planners, even if it's just to keep your household in order, or if you've got children to keep track of where they are. You know, as I say, it doesn't have to be for a Stampin' Up business. So you've got two sheets each, so 4 sheets in total of the stickers, and I've just put mine in that pocket there. You've got this open pocket, there's a pocket here, 3 pockets here where you can put whatever you want, receipts, whatever. And then it's a 6-ring binder. Now this binder is not designed to hold the whole 18 months worth of calendar that comes with this kit. It's, I think, mainly designed to use quarterly, because in Stampin' Up as a business, we work in quarters essentially. But like I say, you don't have to use it as a, you know, for a Stampin' Up business. I've actually got the 6 months in mind. I've got July through December. So it runs from the 1st of July 2022 through to the 31st of December 2023. So it's 18 months. So what I've done, as I say, I've put July, August, September, October, November, December in my planner, and the rest I've got in the box here that it came in, which I'll show you in a minute. And then this is the stamp set, photopolymer stamp set, 28 stamps. You've got arrows, stars, you've got and signs, hashtags, hearts, all sorts of things. To be perfectly honest with you, I probably won't use the stamp set, because although I do use a diary, which is, you know, kind of basically just a planner, I don't always embellish it. Sometimes I have in the past, but I don't always have time. So I might not even use this stamp set, but you get the stamp set as well. And then in addition to that, you get 3 notebooks. I've put one in the back of mine. You get one that's got lined paper, and then you get 2 others. Is that Calypso Coral? And this is all dots. And then you get the flower design again with plain paper. So you get 3 notebooks, all the dividers and all the pages. Now, let me just explain about the page dividers, or month dividers I should say. They're not named as in January through December, they're numbered 1 through 12, but 1 through 6 you get 2 each of, so 2 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s, etc. up to 6. And that's because, as I say, this calendar or planner is an 18 month, and it starts obviously in July. Now, me personally, I know July is the 7th month, and that's what I want to see in my planner. But the way Stampin' Up have done it, they've given you like month 1. So month 1 would be July through to 6, which would be to Christmas. And then you've got 1 to 12 again, if that makes sense for next year. But that's not how I'm going to use mine. I've put mine in 6. So I've put mine in as 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12, so July through December. Then when I take these out, I'll either put 3 months in at a time, so my pages will my page tabs will show 1 to 3, or I might do 6 months, so they'll show 1 to 6. And then when I've got through the end of June next year, I'll put 7 through 12 in. Hope that makes sense. You get this divider that clips out without you having to undo the rings, which I think is always nice. If you want to just mark a page quickly, then you've got that. You get a year for 2022 calendar at a glance, and then obviously the year at a glance for 2023. you get 2 of these creating purpose, and basically one is meant to be used for now, so for the 6 months remainder in this year, and you can put, you know, if you whatever you want to put down on here. You don't even have to use these headings. You could put a sticker over them and use it for something completely different. But basically you only get 2 of these, and one's meant to be for this year 2022, and then the other one is for 2023. I've left mine in the box with all the rest of the other stuff. And then you go into the months as such. So I'm just going to start in September because I've got things written in this already. So you've got your monthly focus. As I say, you don't need to use the headings that are here. You can make them your own. Then when you open up that page, that brings you the full month to view, and this is all numbered. So the 1st of September is a Thursday. Okay, so this is all numbered. This is your month at a glance, if you like, and you've got sections where you can write notes. This could be business notes, it could be birthdays, it could be things that you're going to be doing in the month of September. You know, if your children are going back to school, you might want to write notes there about getting, you know, what uniform they need or whatever. So that's that. And then you get all these pages, weekly priorities. Now these are not numbered. So what I've done, I've worked my way through, and my first weekly priorities page starts week commencing the 5th of September. So I've then just written in pen 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, etc., etc. But your month at a glance is numbered. And they give you enough in this whole stack of paperwork to put 5 weeks worth of these in each section. So irrespective of whether there's 5 weeks in the month or not, I've put 5 weeks behind every monthly tab. Okay, so this is my first week, and they do look very similar, but you need to be careful because the last week is slightly different. So you've got Monday through Thursday, and then you've got Friday through Sunday. And this is what I mean about dividing mine up. I do this in my current regular just desk diary, which I'm now getting rid of and I'm replacing with this. I go through generally about a month or 2 months at a time, and I rule a pencil line, and then everything on the left is, you know, business related or YouTube or blog related, and anything on the right is where I put personal things. So like, you know, if Eddie our puppy's going to daycare on Monday, I put, you know, the name of the daycare or whatever. So that's 1 week at a glance. 2 weeks at a glance, and as you can see, when you turn Friday, Saturday, Sunday over, it goes to Monday through Thursday. Okay, 3 weeks at a glance, 4 weeks at a glance, and then whether you're setting this up for 4 or 5 weeks, your last week, when you come to look for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they all look the same when they're in this great big bundle in your pages, but there is one that's different. So it says weekly priorities, exactly the same. This does Friday through Sunday as this does, but this one, Friday through Sunday, when you turn it over, goes Monday to Thursday. This one you need to look for because then it has a month in review. So you don't put one of these as your last 4th or 5th week. You want to look for the one that says monthly review, and they are in the stack of pages. So this is, as I say, I've put 5 weeks in every one of my sleeves. You might just want to put, if you know a month's got 4 and another month's got 5, you might want to put 4 in one and 5 in the other. It's entirely up to you, but I've just put 5 weeks in every one. Doesn't matter whether I use the last one or not. I can scribble on it or, you know, just not use it. But whichever way you're doing it, the last Friday through Sunday in your 4th or 5th week, you need to look for the one that says month for review on the back, and then you've got things like highlights, accomplishments, challenges. Again, you don't need to use these. You know, I might use these to keep track of sales in my ScanNCut cutting shop, or if I've got new teammates, or what I thought of the month in general. As I say, you can use a diary or planner for so many things. So that's your last page. Then you get one of these with the blue strap, which is just lined and boxes, and you get these with the kind of like dots or list type things with the orange strap. So you get, I think you get 20 of each of these. I've just put one of each colour at the end of every month, and then I go on to the next month, October, and I've done exactly the same. So I've got the monthly focus at the beginning, whether I want to use it or not. I've got the month to view that I can writing, and then I've got my pages again. So for me, following on from September, the first week starts on the 3rd. So again, I've done 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I've numbered them, and you can, you know, easily see what they are. They all start on a Monday, and I like that. I like a diary or a planner that starts on a Monday. I mean, some start on Sunday, don't they? But I prefer it to be this way, Monday through to Sunday. So again, I've got week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, and then the monthly review. Then I've got the 2 pieces of paper again, and then I'm on to November. And that's how I've set mine up. Now, you can set yours up however you want, but I just wanted to give you, you know, a heads up of the diary pages to look for that last page, which is different. Okay, obviously there's a place there for your pen if you're taking this out and about with you. And then, like I say, these are all the rest of the pages that I've put in the same order as I've done in here. I've already done them in this same order for January next year. So obviously my tabs only go January through June because I'm using July through December in here, but I've put the pages in order. So once I start putting these in my diary, I can slot 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12 in here, so you get all this as well. So I hope that wasn't too long-winded, but I wanted, as I say, to explain to you what's happening with the launch of the new mini catalogue from July, and what's happening with Celebration during July and August only, and then to show you what you actually get for free if you join. So please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel if you don't already do so. I've heard some YouTubers saying that people are being unsubscribed from their channel. Give the video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.